grab a kill, buys all these small items, couple
5
bands,
seconds
maybe get a drum if
remaining.
need. Snowball. Right now, OG's lineup is really vulnerable to... These two heroes don't have any kind of mechanism. Not enough control.
What are the offlaners you might want to play against something like Gyrocopter? It's something for Seb, like stroke +1. Hero that can just not feed against Gyrocopter.
Okay, what about to do? No, I'm just thinking.
I realized I was like, all right, Lacoste, he's gonna come up with something smart.
I mean, you can always pair it up with Doom. They're using all their reserve
OG
time.
don't know. Yeah, they're using reserve time. They're gonna get their other core first, so they don't have last pick. So this is where often you'll see pick up. You know, you're gonna last pick something that's not a mid or a carry just because. Back, Ember Spirit for now. We talked about getting catch, and Ember Spirit brings that. Ember Alchemist is going to be there 1 and 2.
That's actually their own.
Yep. I mean, you've got Outpost Blink Dagger. You kind of have
remaining.
that unstable concoction. And we're seeing more of this right click outfield where he goes into
remaining.
Abyssal Blade, so Blink Abyssal well in the mid to late game. But it's their main source.
Don't have a hero that deals with Tidehunter's Cracked Shell. I don't think any of these are gonna build
Team
Silver
ban.
Edge.
This doesn't seem like
so you can't.
worried about it.
It's always gonna be a guaranteed ulti from Tidehunter.
Correct. Yeah. I guess what's more common nowadays is you just play around the use your BKs against the Ravage, because there's only what really.
This is the only big cooldown that they have. The Tidehunter ulti.
Yeah.
10 seconds remaining.
Fight all the time. Well, same goes for OG's lineup. They really don't.
5 seconds remaining.
His last picks are OG with one more ban. No reserve time left. Draft is
pick.
definitely been a bit of a rushed affair for them. Templar Assassin. I would really like to see a female Storm here. I feel like there is just Ember with Searing Chains, there's Stroke with Silence, but feels like a really good Storm.
You have nothing to deal with Storm Spirit. Chains.
10 seconds remaining.
Phantom. I don't think that's enough.
5 seconds
10
remaining.
seconds to decide what their offlane hero for Seb is going to be. Time's ticking by, and something that is going to be out of fair against likely the Gyrocopter in lane unless we see some kind of lane swap. It's going to be Sand King. So these Invis heroes becoming more and more prominent, I feel, at this TI so far, just because of the limited number of sentry wards. It put economic drain on your opposing team's supports. And Sandstorm in lane gives you some defensive capability. Gyrocopter.
10 seconds remaining.
They needed a low
5 seconds remaining.
Sanking. It's Stroke.
Choose your hero.
Alright. D. I mean, that's a hero that can wail away on the Alchemist a bit. As far as out counters go, I think some of the heroes we've seen become popular. Slack's the big one. Slack was actually banned out in the first stage here, and Nodi's traditionally been one of those others. The tricky bit is the Alks BKB type. He's definitely going to be going BKB second, third item against Tide already, so he's going to be getting that similarly against the OD. BKB becomes very important for this OG side.
One problem, actually two problems that Alchemist is going to get to BKB.
Yeah, you don't
build him.
There might be like a Bloodthorn as like a 4th or 5th item, but that's not an item you build either on OD. Some of that chance of the problem. You go BKB against the Radiance itself, but see if Alk even goes more evasion on top of the Radiance. Will be mostly the heroes and player assignments you'd expect. S4 are going to be picking Tide, Crit playing Lina, Fly on the Ogre, RT Gyro, Sumail D. And on the OG side, No Tail going to be playing his signature hero, Ana Alchemist. This goes way back when Ana was first picked up by OG. They were the Alchemist team who just first two picked this hero all day long. With Ana, of course, playing the hero, Jarekson the Grimstroke, Thompson playing Ember, and Seth.
OG BO2 they have save, which kind of needed. A lot of single target spells. Oh no. Dumales is gonna be the damage dealer, but he's also the Astral.
He's not gonna, want to be in the front line where Arteezy could bait out some spells. Yeah, often you see Fly playing that some of those save heroes wasn't available. At least the Shadow Demon was spanned out. Ourselves versus G. Number 1. 9-0-17. He's warmed up. He's ready to go.
Yeah, I don't want to spoil it, but that was probably a pub match.
Prepare for battle.
Dude, that sound, the screenshot.
Got the screenshot. Sending that one to mum and dad at home. They're watching. Sure they know. OG versus EG. They're invested now. They heard all the drama. They want to see what happens, what goes down here between players, and it's the closest thing to Dota version, our own little soap opera.
I feel like the best item so far of the International is Ring of Bast. You buy Sage Mask and then buy Ring of Protection in the side shop.
OG hasn't got a Sage's Mask Terror.
Transcends expectation.
I mean, you don't really go Bassi on Sand King or Grimstroke, assuming Grimstroke's even going to be playing in that offlane. Is this a game where OG's maybe going to try and secure their Aux farm a bit more with the tri-lane, or are we going to just be seeing the typical 2-1-2 setup?
I think it's going to be...
Step out, give him...
They can start with the 3 heroes at top, and then just switch back to Seb's lane.
Interesting, Anna and Seb are both, at least for now, down bottom. Obviously, we're 45 seconds away from creep spawning, but they are looking to scout out these lanes to make sure they have Alchemist in the right place. And of course, it's not an OG game without a healthy amount of chat will. I love that they've added these. When they first got added, it was one of those things that it was like, you know, is this really serious professional Dota? It adds so much.
You don't have a chat wheel sound, right?
Me?
Yeah.
No, I don't. You're right. All right, Lacoste. You don't know. That's our job for today. Get on the chat wheel for TI9.
30 seconds to battle.
Come on with something clever to say.
Wrong.
Something's wrong. We'll have a bit of a pause, start of the day, as we check ourselves into the game. How big's your Seb?
The shortest one. Well, kids these days are arguing who has a bigger Seb. Back in my days, we had a different measurements.
You know, not the size of the Seb. See just how big Seb can play this game. He's playing the Sand King, and he is going to be put under a lot of pressure if he is up tri-lane down here.
Absolutely perfect.
Of course, iconic axe moment where that's actually such a crazy story with Seb. To think some guy who didn't play Pro Dota for a few years, he came back, he coached, suddenly he gets picked up and well, not picked up, but suddenly he's like, okay, I'm playing. We didn't, they didn't have somebody last minute to play TI, and Seb's like, all right,
I'm gonna hop in, then you win a TI.
Yeah. The way Notel talked about in the documentary was like, I mean, for Seb, it was never like he wanted to put himself in the team. It was just like Notel really felt strongly like, dude, there's no reason you can't be on this team. You know how we play. Like, he had full faith in Seb as a player, not just as a coach.
Absolutely perfect.
That's always been such a big part of OG.
We had a couple of these Cinderella stories in our Dota history with Wings as well.
Yeah. Wings at least went in that TI not as like, but it was more an underdog story when they're a team that came from nowhere. Like, nobody really knew those 5 players. They didn't have a long history of success in Dota. And the fact they came up throughout the year winning Excel Manila tournament and then one TI playing some of the craziest Dota and picks. I mean, people talk about Wings and the way they drafted and played to this day.
I think 3 Wings doing
on the Chinese
analyst
panel.
desk.
Okay.
Yeah. They have Burning, ZSMJ, and the English panel we have me, Kyle, BSJ.
I was wondering like which players you can fire shots at. You know, you went nice on Fog there. You know.
Fogged has my respect. Me and Fog go back in the days when we played against each other. We almost ended up on the same team for TI2.
Yeah, the thing is, the Western players who are like, you know, the superstars, they're all still playing. A lot of the Chinese players who are like, you know, the most famous, most successful players, they won TI and stuff. They retired. It's like, guys, go for more TIs. They seem like content to like, oh, won a TI, pack it up now.
What if there's a rule that you can't win 2 TIs?
The
Like you win a
battle
TI, you have to
begins.
retire.
That sounds terrible, Lacoste. People making a legacy for themselves. Thompson, Ember, scouting out some of these lanes and rotations. Kind of, no, he's the mid. That's a mid Ember, just seeing what heroes are going where. Gives a 5. There we go. Arteezy pays him back the high 5. That's what we like to see. Drops his little.
Oh, and they're swapping the lanes already. This is the power of Chen, even though the cooldown is pretty big on level 1. He TP'd Sanking to the top lane. Now he's gonna TP bottom. One of the strengths of the Chen.
Then get the lanes. They want this Sanking against Jaro. Jaro's a TP though. Jaro's going to TP bottom, but the problem is Seb can now TP bottom
Sanking
too.
will just TP bottom now.
Yep. Oh, that is Chen in a nutshell. Will Seb just TP right away?
Get the. He wants to take a couple of C.
Your idol falls.
Not really want to lane against this Gyrocopter. That's a hero that can put a lot more pressure on him. So it seems like, okay, maybe not for now. They're not going to at least instantly TP. Might do that. How do you see this mid lane going, Ember and OD?
Once OD hits level 4, it's gonna become really tough for Ember Spirit. He has 1-2-1 build on OD.
Yep.
He's just gonna keep hitting him with Hurricane Orb.
See early nulls coming out. He's just bringing out whatever stat items he can get. Life is difficult possible. Say coming out at top set. I think that Sanking, first point in the bar strike already, is going to have that matchup against the Tide Hunter. It kind of seemed like this was maybe the matchup they didn't want when the Chen used that Holy Persuasion to swap the lane, but they are sticking with their guns here, giving Chen the safe lane to secure the Alchemist some farm, and Tel will come on in to make sure he gets this small camp. He really wants to get a good creep here. Yeah, he'll get the D ward, but Fly coming in just in time. He doesn't get there in time to block the camp, but unfortunately for Notel, it's not the creep he was hoping for.
Oh, it's a small Wild Wing. That's probably the worst creep you can get.
Yeah, well, the other camp was the Kobolds. He's hoping for like the Harpy or something there, or the little ghost with the slow.
Oh, top lane, don't miss it.
Wouldn't dream of it. Another Virus Ring coming in a second. First blood. No, he hasn't got the damage. It says 4 and crit who get the kill. They will get the revenge one on Jerex, but
Red with another stun. That's a dead Grimstroke.
1 or 2 more right clicks. He's got the early point in the Fiery Souls for the attack speed. He finds the double kill on Crit's Lina.
1,000 gold on Lina. She's also level 3.
Just casual 1,000 gold. That's where you feel the Midas. Well, very good start to that top lane.
Oh, the play. He used the Inkswell before, and then he TP'd with the Chen. Cute little play, but not very effective.
It was very cute. The 2 points in the Inkswell as well. Arteezy, though, has a salve now. He had that Bloodlust movement speed, which helped him get away as well. Right afterwards, Jerex will TP back to the top lane. If they'd found a kill there, that would have looked really nice for them. Seb has some backup now, looking to get the double stun off, but has to use it defensively as he kind of backs off right afterwards, recognizing that he can't really follow this one up with any further aggression. How's our mid lane looking? OD and Ember pretty even on CS here. A couple of CS advantage for Azumel, but nothing really separating the two. Gotta imagine Thompson's had to chew through a bit more regen. Bottle as well as salves.
Also, they need to control the runes, because Thompson has a bottle, so OD is gonna put him under the Astro.
Radiant structures are fortified.
And then go for the rune. Thompson doesn't have Searing Chains. He may go for the Sleight of Fist steal. Ooh, couldn't get it. You can pick up the runes during that slide.
should have known.
Hello. 呢條 Amber 之隨便翻埋練哦，佢中間打我啲，好像打唔過den。嗱，佢而 top 身應該後練厲害嘅，啲係啦，應該行過期啦。呢條 chain 啊，放一隻 clip 隨便木唔解 run 上長特別長唔到啦，係叫狂。聲傾應該一蛋夠衝，喺條 top lane 去嘅。揸旗咯，一條牙鏈啱3條打旗應該可以贏，第一照到鬧喎。見啦咧 EGJ leading 見1000 Q 一劍，難挑嘢條 Amber 要上嚟跳卡計樣咯，standard 咯，翻，然後啲長 run 要照準條，已經唔叫我個打，呢條陳呢，老練定長熱少靚少得係定。Green Stroke 冇別漏，就在邊 support SK 格焦嘅 carry， 然後個人家 T 放側眼，佢木下嘅條要冇人家 NC， 下不要側眼，但夠要側眼，啲上樣面樣方上嘅屋卡，參時我啲係唔錯啦。翻到冇人格焦，一年啦，將喺 EPA 做教練嘅 Amber 嘅，啊太練鑊啦。啊練靚嘅 Amber set，
Dire's top tower is under attack.
但賣得轉來 set 喎，係用花咩咩？係冇看過咧。但曉嘢就 chain 咧，就係格焦啫，冇練夠嘅。喺我嘅嘢唔錯啦，其實 set 人練睇條。那翻到去就係太 work 咯，佢哋冇得打咯。
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
你看幾啊？我哥要落去放下屋考我，
Tower is under attack.
佢哋看到，那出邊翻唔見啦。然之後就上左教練人哋咧行嚟行去，應該看到 Amber 哦。
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Jarek's in some trouble as he gets stunned up. The cooldown follow-up is there, and this should be a kill, but if OG can cut it just to one loss,
It doesn't matter, they can just show on the lanes, try to make something happen with only Jarek's being the casualty. I think they're fine with that because the Alchemist is farming.
Absolutely. Got 2 other lanes being farmed. Seb's going to use a Burrow Strike to make sure he gets the last hit on the creeps. And S4 getting kind of low here, but has got a casual cloak, should be just fine. Until perhaps Grimps was up 3 points in Inkswell. You may crack an off a stun from the Burrow Strike, but if the Inkswell hits you after that, you could be in trouble. And he's leveled up the Epicenter, so I believe they are looking for a kill up here. Will they go for this Burrow Strike?
Radiant's middle
Same
tower
deploying
is under
for
attack.
Ravage. There it
Radiant
is, Phantom.
structures are fortified.
Didn't get, oh, they didn't get keep the silence on. Now they will still get get the kill.
Dire's
All right.
top tower is
He's using
under
Soul on
attack.
the creep.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
That damage from the
Dire's
coming
structures
out
are
from the duo.
fortified.
More than enough to get the kill here. Now they're rotating in mid. Thompson has to be a little bit careful here. Does have that 4 points of slide
Dire's
assist
top
with the
tower is
fire
under
ripples to get
attack.
out of there. There's going to be another cooldown from RTZ. He's looking for no-tail.
Radiant's middle
Definitely
tower is
looking like a
under
dead
attack.
Chen here. Doesn't have level 6, no Hand of God, but the Sand King shows up from the side. Has got the epicenter ball for Burrow Strike.
Dire's top
Defensively,
tower
Astral
is
keep
under
himself alive.
attack.
Fly going to take all of that damage here as Seb comes back looking for the OD. He's going to die, but he, in the process, gets the kill for Jerax. Great bit of play coming out from OG, who turn around a bit of over-aggression here. No steering chains, level 7 still on the Ember. Can't stop the TP out, but
They needed a Tide Hunter in that fight.
Tide. The
S4
problem is,
TP bottom. Yep.
yeah, even if you DP mid though, you're playing behind the enemy T1 tower, so it's very hard to get there on the map.
Oh, they're gonna get the maybe four. Almost. If Ogre got the stun, they could have gotten the 4 wounds, but I think they're gonna be fine with just 3 of those.
3 is like what you're hoping for. If you do really well, you're getting 4. We'll see another replay of this fight here. Again, RTZ very gung-ho about just dropping this cooldown the second the hero gets stunned up. It gets these early kills, but Sisu Mail here, he's coming in from behind, and Tide is still dead. So this fight's broken. If you're Tide Hunter, you're respawning, you feel like you can't get to this fight because it's not near one of your towers. Your team playing behind
Radiant's
the
bottom
enemy lines
tower
makes
is
it so
under
hard to get
attack.
into.
Yeah, they just got outnumbered there. Now Chen is almost level 6, so is he bringing? He already used it.
Alchemist, as far as Radiance time is going, not looking for that 11-12 minute
Radiant's
Radiance. He
bottom
did go
tower
for
is
double
under
bracer and
attack.
phase boots, all the small items.
Radiant's bottom tower
I have a
has
good vision
fallen.
on the Alchemist. 2 deep observer boards placed where
Dire's
camp
top
for Alchemist,
tower is
allows
under
the hang.
attack.
Yep. Vision's one thing though, they haven't used that to actually try and gank him just yet.
They're just giving him the mean look.
Yeah. Okay, coming in, the CS4 Thompson.
Dire's top
He's hit level
tower
8 now,
is
still looking
under
for the Searing
attack.
Chains, wants to prioritize more defensive build. It's going to
Radiant's
remnant on forward,
structures
has
are
got the X-Wall up now, this is not looking good for Fly. The
Radiant's
cooldown being
middle
used as well,
tower is
Thompson,
under
Sleight of
attack.
Fist is there with the Bar Strike follow-up, they make it S4 as well, he's been silenced up now as well, has got the Ravage, if he can get rid of the silence, he's not going to get a chance to go for it though. Not sure it would have mattered too much as well, as Arteezy wasn't really in fighting shape there. All of his mana cooldown, and OG.
OG, they're just bringing the numbers. Every single time they have an extra hero, sometimes even 2, and meanwhile Alchemist is just farming.
Thompson trying to fire Remnant away from this one.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Looking to go for Arteezy. Sorry for the extra messages. We've got some a
You're
third
chatting.
I turned off my Steam, but apparently messages still show up. I don't know what's going on here. Apologies for that. Shout out to her. Dota 2. But as it stands, OG 2k gold lead. This is what you want though. This is the Alchemist stuff. You typically, if you don't have a gold lead with Alchemist around 15 minutes or so in the game, you've struggled in the early game. But they're winning these fights while the Alchemist continues to farm for that Radiance.
Yeah, we still didn't see the Ravage. S4 is not having a good time. 0, 3, and 1 at this point. D, can he blink out? Sandstorm is gonna cancel it.
Nicely done. They're just finding kills wherever they go, and when you can play this well as a 4-man unit while you've got this hard carry farming, that's like OG in their comfort zone. They love these games where
Dire's
Anna
bottom
can just
tower is under
hit
attack.
creeps, come online in the mid game, and just cause all kinds of problems.
And I love what Thompson was doing. He was just showing on the lanes. He doesn't necessarily need to get a kill or make something happen. He's just buying time for Alchemist because his laning stage was really not the greatest, and he's making a comeback. 4 points in Grievel's Greed. That's gonna be a Radiance. 1 more creep camp, and that's it.
P rate 13.5. Quite maybe the normal fast Alchemist timing you're hoping for, but still very good. And considering how the rest of the game is going with some of these heroes that have been shut down,
Absolutely
this
perfect.
is
The positioning
Dire's
from Jerax.
top
Jerax
tower is
is
under attack.
his second name is Smokebreaker.
comforting rune of regeneration. Dire structures are
Managed to
fortified.
prevent another EG rotation. It just feels like OG have this sixth sense right now for all these rotations coming in.
A lot of D wards from OG from the early start. They're reading the map so well. Now they have that Radiance, it's go time. Sanking has a Blink Dagger, and they instantly...
But at the same time, EG. Talk about OG reading EG's movements. It
Radiant's
goes both
bottom
ways. They're
tower
dire
is
scared. They
under
see this
attack.
movement coming. Will they try and bait and take this fight? They need the tide. The Ravage is coming. It's not quite here in time, perhaps. Ortiz is going to be careful. He's going to go down. He does not have a BKB yet. Tide's rotated in from the side, but they're going to throw the Ravage. Hit several. They kill No-Tail. He instantly bites back to come back in this fight. No-Tail will be TPing back in as Thompson in the front lines with that flame gun. He's just so damn tanky, and the sleight of fist spam does so much damage at this stage of the game. They're going to look for a fourth kill here. They want S4, and there's just nothing EG can do to win this one. Another Burrow Strike from 7. They're going to finish off S4 as well.
Sumail bails them. He just deeply stopped to pick up at least the bounty rune because this fight didn't go well.
He's in
already
trouble,
used the
though.
Blink Dagger and Astral. He's dead.
Yeah. He may have gotten a bounty rune. I mean, he's getting some tips. OG, 4k gold lead. They just completely team wiped EG. They killed every single hero in the game. They will lose Jarex. He gets caught, left behind, but ultimately that is a support. Mr. Smokebreaker himself. Sometimes you die for those smoke breaks.
Yeah, really well played by OG. They use the Ink Spell on a Sanking. He blinks in, finds the Gyrocopter before he could get any spells off. And this is where the damage comes from. OD was also not in that fight. He didn't use a single spell. Once Alchemist gets a BKB, that's gonna be so tough to play. And Chen immediately buybacks after he dies, uses Hand of God, and even gets a full kill with his creep.
I mean, this is why I think a lot of people expected Chen to be one of the most banned heroes of this tournament. It just provides so much, and it's such a nuisance from this 5-position role. When you combine it with other healing sources like the Alchemist Chemical Rage, it just buffs up these heals so much.
Lina is level 10 with the cast range talent. Also has an urn. I was thinking about Spirit Vessel, but I mean, it's not gonna be that effective against Alchemist because he's gonna have two ways of dispelling it with Chemical Rage, BKB. Alchemists don't go for Manta styles anymore. If you check the talents, they usually go for attack speed, the damage. They even go for Cleave. You and me discussed about it. Cleave is kind of a substitution. If you get 6 slotted, then you can sell the Radiance.
Yeah, you don't really want to have that Radiance when you go into like those late game stages of the game. It just doesn't feel like
tower is
this
under attack.
carry build. It's like the old school Radiance Mant Octarine that split pushes and causes problems. You want to have this build where you can actually kill people, which is more what we're seeing now with this BKB Blink Abyssal Blade.
Yeah, so you just blink on someone with the Chemical Rage. You have a really good positioning with the Blink Dagger, of course.
Yep.
And the Bash, insanely good against the BKB carry.
Yep.
Easy right now, they need those 2 BKBs. OD, which has a recipe, Gyrocopter, getting closer, 600 gold away from it. The timing from OG, insanely good. BKB is up on Alchemist. They want to make something happen.
Yeah, they blink in with the stun, the Burrow Strike. They want to burst down Fly here. It is just an Ogre matchup on the backlines. They're going to throw out a Ravage here, trying to turn this one around. Even Thompson was inside the Astral, so he doesn't get hit by this. Ogre going to buy back, going to try and take this fight, but Thompson's just charging it forward. He renders in aggressively, using the sleight of fist, constantly just nuking everyone down. Epicenter with the blink in as well. Who's he going for? He splits the targets out of the BKB, takes out the leader, changes targets. We get direct from Fly Logan. He goes down, and Seb's not done with S4. That's 4 dead. Seb gets hit by his teammate as OG roll over EG. 4 heroes dead.
That's actually 5 dead because Ogre bought back and died instantly. And OG is not gonna stop. Might even threaten the high ground. Arteezy does not have a cooldown. Black Cannon is on the cooldown as well, but they're pinging Roche.
It was this race to BKB. Anna getting his BKB before Arteezy's Gyrocopter just makes it so hard for Arteezy and EG to take these fights.
Yeah, he understands that he does not need a Blink Dagger this early on. BKB is so much more valuable because they don't have anything that goes through the BKB at the moment, and the amount of heal that they have with Chen's Aura, Chemical Rage, the extra 20% increased healing plus a Hand of God, also Vlad's on Chen.
Russia has
can't take this
fallen
fight.
into
They have all the teamfight items. EG have rotated in, but the Alkins already helped secure them an Aegis. Thompson picking that one up as they are looking to just finish off S4 and the rest of EG, I think, realizing this is not a fight they want to take. And the problem is, Ravage is a long cooldown to play around. OG can just go take a fight now. We're only 19 minutes in, but they may even threaten high ground.
And Jarek's got Brown Boots, Lotus Orb disassembled, the Mana Boots. It's insanely good against the
Dire's
Gyrocopter. You
top
can't
tower
use
is
homing
under
missile
attack.
against Ogre, against Lina, even Astral. They have so many single target spells that they can echo.
Yeah, so we're just going to see them like pop this on the
Dire's
Alchemist
top
and let him
tower is under
frontline, I
attack.
imagine, at this point. Such a strong item to have this early in the game. And a very unconventional build, but one that makes so much sense right now.
I'll take your
Thompson
Good given.
takes bounty runes, and this time it is OG for bounty
Dire's
runes.
top
That
tower
is
is under
a
attack.
very big sign of how this game has
Radiant's
changed.
bottom
EG
tower
were,
is
you know,
under
5,
attack.
10, 15 minutes in
They
getting...
found Crit on the bottom lane.
Oh.
He was just trying to do split push the wave, hide in the trees.
Yep. He's going to do what damage he can, but I think he knows he has got no real escape unless he jukes, and he will do so. Thompson actually has... Oh, yep, missed that sleight of fist. All right, Crit gets out of there. Managed to maneuver his way through the trees, getting out of there, but Arteezy not so lucky. He goes down top. That was with the BKB. Seb, Epicenter, Burrow Strike, completed Pipe of Insight. So all of this AoE magic damage, which is Gyro's primary source of damage since he's got just phase BKB, is going to be heavily negated by this pipe.
One thing I always liked about Seb is his itemization. He understands it to a next level. When he was playing Mag, getting a Guardian Greave before a Blink Dagger, same goes for Pipe. And this pipe will mitigate none of the magical damage that they have. Against the cooldown, against Rocket Barrage, Lina, it's looking all OG. Actually, it's 17,000 net worth for them.
And 21 minutes too. OG are playing such good Dota right now.
Now you can quote me on this one. The game is over when you have 1,000 gold lead per minute.
Yeah, well, they're not there yet. They have a bit more to go. As they are looking to just break onto the higher ground. And there's just so little you can do. S4 does have Ravage back up. He's going to have to try and find some way into this fight to go for good Ravage. It's going to be just walking on in. He doesn't have a Blink Dagger or anything. And OG just going to stand here and hit some buildings. The Sleight of Fist spam is just zoning in the market. Arteezy may have a BKB, but he's already half health. He doesn't want to fight. With the constant chip damage coming out from Sleight of Fist, from the Stroke of Fate, from the Grimstroke, those long-range AoE nukes just make it so difficult for EG to take a fight.
They can kill the shrines right now. Alchemist already TP'd bottom to push out the way. Will be TP'd back if they want to take a fight with the Chen. He almost has enough gold to buy a full AC.
That is very scary. I mean, you compare Anna's net worth to his counterpart, the Arteezy Gyrocopter, and it is night and day. A carry here at Gyro that's known for kind of dominating and coming online in the early to mid game has struggled to have an impact this game with the...
It's one of those smokes, guys, you gotta do something, because we know we're in a bad spot. If we lose another fight, the game just ends.
Yeah. But OG playing on the other side of the map. The Alchemist was down there, but they're using this Chen recall to just maneuver around the map, and now it's OG who are in their way down bottom. I think having an idea of where EG are playing on the map, there's a couple of towers down here they may want to go for as well, a tier 1 and a tier 2. Arteezy playing a bit greedy, going for another creep wave. He may just have to BKB TP out. He gets caught by an unstable concoction. Burrow Strike pull up, and Arteezy is done for. Quick and easy kill. Crit just TPs out, leaving Arteezy to die, as he should have. There was no saving his life once he gets caught by that unstable concoction. And OG are just going to run down this bottom lane.
Seb hunting them, trying to find something.
He knows there's just no way EG can fight him. He's also unkillable with this 1800 health, Pipe, 4-staff Blink. Yeah, OG, what's the answer here? You mentioned 1k gold per minute advantage. We're about to get there. This tier 2 tower is going to probably take this up to about 23k gold lead. And it's Dota Plus 99%. EG,
It's not
what is the 1%?
Yesterday, had some bot 100%.
Well, there's 1% for EG, and they're going to have to dig deep to figure out where that 1% is. It is looking mighty difficult. They going out. He can't get the BKB off in time. He's getting chainsaw. This is the 1%. They take out the Alchemist. They start the fight off with a great kill on Alka. They are going to repel as well. EG have picked their timing perfectly as the BKB gyrocopter goes charging in. They're going to take out the Sand King of Seb as well. And that's the turn EG were looking for. That's
What
the
a
high ground
ravage from
defense.
S4. The timing on that ulti was absolutely perfect. Man, he couldn't get the BKB up. Maybe OG execution there was a bit sloppy. I'm pretty sure we're gonna see that fight again, but ooh, there it is.
It was, yep.
And the Lina stun from Fog. Yeah, your lance and cast range talent.
You just don't see it coming. That is the power of this Lina build and why this hero is being played a lot as a 4. It reminds me a lot of like the 4-position Shaman with 8 lanes, where you're just able to stun or hex people in Shaman's case from Fog and they can't get BKBs off. Having these heroes that can play against BKBs from a support role is just so nice. Bounty runes being somewhat contested as EG managed to secure down bottom. Thompson's rotated. There's no BKB. It's on cooldown for 5 seconds, but with the defensive Astral, he should be able to get this off. Anna was looking for a stun, but the blink away from Sumail is there, but he's still getting very, very low. A couple of Sleight of Fists could finish him off. Doesn't look like Ember wants to chase. I think OG maybe learning to, you know, take their foot off the gas for a little bit here.
They're still in a really good spot. Ravage is on cooldown for another minute. Roche may respawn in a minute and a half.
Yep.
I expect them to make a move. They already killed the shrines, so they can't be backstabbed unless they use a smoke.
By the way, Anna has an Ag Scepter queued up, and this Ember Spirit of Tops, I imagine, is the recipient. He had Ags himself queued to build, but now he's like, no, I'm not getting Ags. I'm going for a fast Octarine core. Maelstrom Octarine is not your everyday Ember build, but if you throw in a pulled Aghanim Scepter, he's going to be incredibly scary and come online so fast.
Yeah, Anna only needs 1,000 gold to buy that Aghanim Scepter.
He's already got the point booster, so he's committing. I think they're basically trying to turn this Ember suddenly into this basically late game hero. When you can have Aghanim Scepter with Octarine core, Deuce cooldown is going to be so scary.
I mean, they can play it safe. If they don't have to rush anything, Ravage is going to be ready once again, so they can just wait for the next Roche, get the Aegis and Cheese.
Gee, 21k gold lead. But you've got to be careful. That unsuccessful high ground push definitely probably puts some doubts in their minds as to just how secure this game is.
EG has no big items coming on their side. OD has only Mystic Stab. Still a lot of time to buy that Hex. Same goes for Gyro. They're just saving a buyback for now.
That is the big item I feel that EG can use to turn this game. To play against like the BKB of the Alchemist and also to actually lock down and kill the Ember Spirit. Having this OD Hex would be massive for them, but it is still 2k plus gold away.
He only needs 700 gold for it.
That's crazy. I think, yeah, this... I mean, it's 4th position, it's Jerax. He does get more farm than, you know, your everyday support, but he's going to have a Hex before the OD does, and he's got these 2 items that can have such a heavy impact on a team fight.
Jerax is not happy about those mud golems.
For something. He's going to stack some Ancients as well as the mud golem.
Well, I know who's going to be happy about mud golems. Alchemist.
Oh, yeah. Didn't get that stack, but he did get the Ancients. There we go. Yeah, I believe he... Yep, he pulled the Ag Scepter. Ember. Level 17 only. Doesn't have the full 300 damage fire remnants yet.
And smoke from EG.
Well, yeah, they're worried about... Imagine a Roshan, which can respawn any time now. So neither team knows when Roshan's respawning. But EG are worried that they're in the pit. Chen Creep scouting it out. Oh,
they know where they are. They saw that one.
Yeah.
It's being pinged out by Chen.
That Chen Creep was right next to that D ward happening, and most teams will notice that sentry ward randomly go missing from their map. So going for that D sentry while smoke, not what you want to do maybe.
Ember Spirit just scouting things out with Arcane Rune and Axe.
Oh, that's so cheeky. And now Thompson, he's maybe going to look to pick off Fly here. They throw with the Blink Ravage. Can they actually bring out the Ember Spirit? He's getting burst even with the Chen Heals. Is it going to be enough? They take out Thompson. Instantly buys back. Vertizi's already in with the Flash and the BKB. He's going to delete the Sand King. Buybacks from OG. They want to take this fight. And with added BKB on Alchemist, they should be able to have this one. Anna, can he stun up Artiz? He jukes in the trees, finds a new target. Can he blink out of this one? He gets Burrow Strike. The timing from Seb is perfect. As OG, they had to commit a couple of buybacks, but they do come out on top. And with Ravage down, with BKB Gyro down, I imagine they feel like they can actually break the high ground here. Look at Ember Spirit. He's just going balling in. Seb follows up, two-man Burrow Striker. He's got no BKB to defend himself. Zoom-mail. He's brought back. He uses defensive Astral, but I don't imagine Arteezy's got much of this game. As soon as he comes out, he's popped like a pinata. Instantly has to buy back. Banana.
Gyro should be.
Back off.
I mean, Alchemist should be careful. He has a TP and Chen can recall him easily.
Maybe waiting for Chemical Rage, or perhaps just waiting for Roshan. They are still scanning this out. It's almost a max respawn, so I think they're going to be headed to this pit, knowing that it basically has to respawn soon. And they're also headed back because 4 bounty runes. Yeah, you've got out.
Bounties with Alc. Easy peasy. That's a Hex purchased on Jerax. And they need to give this...
EG contest this. I don't think they can.
And they need to give Aegis the Ember Spirit. He was playing a bit too aggressive, but he knows that he has a buyback. As Remnant in the fight can easily come back into a fight. EG.
Yeah, they coming. Are they going to go for a steal? S4 Mayfield has to. He doesn't have Ravage, but he's too late. The second he sees the Roche die and he's not ready to steal it, EG have to disengage. Man, this game is slipping further and further away. Lacoste, we're at that point. 31k gold in 30 minutes.
Back it up.
The 1k gold minute. That's Alchemist in a nutshell for you. This hero's rate of farm is absolutely insane. You give him this kind of freedom, and
that's a full Abyssal Blade. He's not even saving for a buyback here. Has cheese in his backpack.
I mean, that's... You talk about openings and the 1% chance for EG to win this game. That feels like one of those openings to win the game. And Alk not having buyback, not having Aegis as well. I mean, you give the Aegis to Ember because buyback's down, but...
It doesn't matter if he has a buyback or not at this point, since EG has no tower damage whatsoever. They have Gyro and OD. And they still have a tier 1 tower on mid.
Yeah, if they mess up a fight, you're not going to lose your base for it, is what you're saying.
Yes. Yeah. You're not going to even lose racks. You can't lose one.
Deb, position, Blink, Fire Strike. He just forces out. He's trying to bait some spells here. Thompson follows it up as well with the Sleight of Fist. Just trying to see what they can force out here. But back in the mid lane, Alchemist, he's gone in with the BKB. He's going on creepy. The right hits with the BKB is going to be enough, and now Arteezy in trouble. He's been Abyssal Bladed up. He's locked in place. Where's the Bashes? Says that, and he doesn't quite find it. The Ravage is there, and Anna, he's got no buyback. He's going to be so careful not to go down here, but he's got so much health regen from the Chemical Ring. Two-Mail's wailing away, and in the right clicks is the approach going to be enough. He doesn't have the damage. The cheese is there, and now Two-Mail getting bashed up. Stuns followed up, and GG. EG drop game 1 of this 2